the CEO was shocked to discover his wife had left home with their newborn daughter. Several men in black followed behind her. He thought he must have seen wrong, so he rushed to the hospital room, only to find an empty bed. It was at that moment he realized her identity was far from simple, and finally understood how deeply he had hurt her. A nurse nearby couldn't help but complain, saying she had never seen such a heartless family member, leaving the woman alone for surgery, with no one to care for her or the baby afterward. The man turned to question his mother, but she claimed she was too busy playing mahjong. She had no time to visit the hospital. 3 days earlier, the woman nearly died during childbirth, but not a single family member showed up. When she called her mother-in-law, she was told the whole family was watching the daughter's violin recital. Her own son, whom she had raised with so much care, urged his grandma to hang up quickly, so the performance wouldn't be interrupted. The mother-in-law didn't even let the woman speak. She just ended the call. The nurse grew anxious. Without family consent there could be no surgery. The woman had no choice. She called her husband, who was on a business trip, but he too was at the recital. He answered and scolded her for interrupting. In that moment her heart completely shattered. She knew this family had never accepted her, so she endured the pain and signed the surgery consent form with trembling hands. Fortunately the surgery was a success, but her decision was now clear. She would raise her daughter alone. The child would carry her surname. She firmly filed for divorce and demanded the man give up custody of the daughter. The son could stay with him. The man didn't care. He thought she was just being emotional and told her to calm down before deciding. His indifferent attitude crushed her last bit of hope. She thought back to all she had given this family, only to be met with endless coldness and neglect. She let go of her bond with her son completely, then called her mentor and said she wanted to return to research. The mentor agreed without hesitation and told her to rest and wait. Soon a team of trained bodyguards entered the hospital room. They told her everything was ready. She could recover in peace. The woman felt even more guilty toward her mentor. She had once given up science for her husband. Now just one call, and her mentor had arranged everything. She promised on the spot she would never let the mentor down again. Then she packed up and prepared to leave the hospital. The man finally arrived with his family, but the son said he didn't want to see his mother. The man didn't blame the child. Instead he criticized the woman for being petty, telling her to be more mature when she came home. Just then, he saw her leaving, and immediately called her to question her, but she didn't pick up. He assumed she had come to her senses and gone home, but when he got home, she wasn't there. Then he remembered she had another place of her own. The password was his birthday, so he rushed over. At the same time the woman arrived home. She quickly told the housekeeper to change the password, and strictly forbade anyone from letting the man in. Just then, the man arrived outside the door. He kept trying the password, but it was always wrong. He knocked, begging to see her, and just then, an old man appeared in the distance.